is Super Summer Barbecue, and I'm on day 4, 5 of my vacation, my holiday. I get out to go out by a lot of Americans for calling it a holiday. Apparently it's a vacation. But yeah, this is day 5 of my holiday, and I didn't post this yesterday purely because I was busy doing other stuff. So yeah, this is Ring Domination time, and obviously we all know what the card is, but we don't know what the Survivor and the WrestleMania card is, which I'll be revealing to you via Twitter, and I will upload a video tomorrow which will have details of what the WrestleMania and the Survivor cards are. I'll then be streaming on Friday when I'm back from my holiday, to let you all get a glimpse of what the Undertaker's full stats are going to be, which are in the Twitch details, which are always in the description below. So check it out. It'll be awesome to have you guys along. We get usually about 200 to 300 people in there, so it'd be worth you popping along, having a bit of socialise. Anyway, so we've got to Ring Domination. The deck hasn't changed a huge amount in the last couple of weeks. But we still have one of the most powerful decks in the game, which is having Survivor, WrestleMania Fusion Rock, Triple H, Macho Man, Stone Cold Steve Austin ×2, not ×3, HBK, Sami Zayn for balance reasons, purely balance reasons, nothing else. Roman Reigns for balance reasons. And Owens and Neville purely because they're down arrows, and I've got too many up arrows and left arrows in the squad. Once I get the Undertaker, that will probably replace Sami Zayn as being a left arrow. But hey, I just use a strategy. The pick change is going to be a massive difference to how long this takes. I think I'm not absolutely certain, but I'm pretty confident that you could actually complete Ring Domination in 2 hours with the new change. It is that big, because you got to think that's an extra 2 per time, and it was going to take anything up to 6 to 8 hours originally with titles and bouts. It was only going to take me about 4, maybe 5 hours. You got to think about it. The more picks they give you per win, and especially with a team this strong, you're not going to be losing much. So this personally is going to mean that I'm going to be able to get this done very quickly, and I'll probably be able to have the WrestleMania card done by about 2 hours after the event started, and that's without really trying at all. So I'll keep you guys up to date. You will get a video tomorrow, just so you know what the Survivor and the WrestleMania cards are, so you know if they're worth going for. Of course, always keep attached to Twitter. My Twitter details again are in the description below, because I'm always posting videos, posting pictures and links to stuff that are Supercard related, so it'll be super awesome. See you on there. And we're almost at 2,000 followers. I'm actually amazed. I'm at 2,000 followers on Twitch quicker than I get to Twitter. Yeah, I started Twitch after I started Twitter. I don't know, but simply put, it's amazing, and I really, really thank you for all your support. It's getting to a stage now where I believe that something is going to get announced on Friday or the beginning of next week. Something going forward with regards to cards and new tiers, etc. I still maintain the belief that there will be no new tier yet. I think whilst lots of people do have a lot of WrestleMania fusions, it was a long time. It took about 2.5 months before the last set of fusions caused the game to then reset to a new tier. So I still believe that you've got at least until Night of Champions, which is about a month away, until things start to change. I just can't see them releasing a new tier within the next month and a half. I think that will, unless the stats are very similar to what the Fusion Pro stats are, I cannot see it happening, at least for the non-event cards. Plus, there's a lot potentially going to be changing with regards to the new event rewards. It's already been confirmed that they are going to be changing the Road to Glory rewards to singular rewards this time, and not double rewards, which means the event will take less long. But whether they then change the difficulty as a result, no one knows. Ring Domination on its own is pretty difficult as it is. So having that 2-part kind of ring domination and Road to Glory makes a lot of sense. It also means, personally, I think we'll see less of PCC because it's that one singular event where you get both cards. It's not been confirmed whether they're going to be changing that to single rewards, but I don't think that's going to change because at the moment the way Supercard works, PCC should be for the elitist decks, the ones who, if you want to try and get that card, go for it. But if you want to get that card, you will have a card that is better than anyone else, or at least decent enough. I mean, me personally, and this is not coming from someone who has done PCCs in the past, I agree with a lot of the classical PCC players on the basis that the ones who played in Survivor tier, they, before Road to Glory, had decks that were incredible and were so much more overpowered, but they put in the time and the effort, and I think that they need to bring back that element of putting in the time and the effort for the top 200, which would increase naturally in early doors the score that you had to get to the top 200, but again that pro would mean so much more if it took you a month to get 2 event pros instead of having one big PCC pro and then another 3 or 4 event pros as well. It just makes more sense to me, and it would actually mean that the tier would last longer. At the moment, WrestleMania tier, I mean, I had a whole deck of event cards within no time. It took me the whole of Survivor tier. I know there's a couple of players like Jonathan, maybe Figaro, who didn't have to do that. DT Breezy, you know, they already had some of the event cards, but it shouldn't be this easy to get to a stage where you have no normal WrestleMania cards. If I'd gone for the Ziggler card at this point, I would have no normal cards without the fusions. So I would have a full event card WrestleMania deck, and that to me just doesn't sit right. Whether that's part of their plan from the start, and maybe the next tier's cards are going to be a lot more, I don't know, based around the fusion stats, maybe a little bit higher in fusions just to give the fusions a chance to be able to beat them. I don't know. I think we're going to find out soon if there is a new tier coming out, or whether they're going to change a couple of things. There's been rumours of a reset. I think that would be the worst possible idea unless they've got something really big up their sleeve. For the anniversary of Supercard, which is this Friday, I would be very surprised if it was more than a discount on packs, a discount on what's available to you in terms of the store. Maybe a special event next week, maybe a People's Choice Road to Glory or something like that. Hey, who knows? There may be a big client-side update where we will know, we will get maybe a big update on the design of the game. Maybe they'll release a new GUI, a graphics user interface that basically means you can have a more flashy looking main screen, because Supercard's evolved a lot since the days of the big red smoky mist going up into the air, etc. But hey, I'm rambling on at this point. Simple point is I don't think it's going to be a new tier, maybe some new cards at best. I'd love to see some cards around about the event card status in terms of stats. For, let's say, NXT superstars, some of the new WWE superstars that are coming, it'd be great if you had that. So on to other matters. We are going to have What's Day later on. What's Day initially, this is a huge success. And I've had over nearly 60 questions I'm going to answer. I can't answer all 60, otherwise I'll be here for an hour. So I'm going to keep it really short and just do straightforward 15 questions at a time, and I'll drop that down over the weeks, maybe to 10 questions per time. But I really appreciate the response I've got. I've had nearly 2,500 people watching that last video, so it's great to see you get involved, and hopefully I can show you back that it's a community thing, so you can understand how, well, basically I work and how I do things. So let's go back to one other thing is this King of the Ring. This is the King of the Ring from hell, and I'm telling you this now. Now, don't be fooled. Autographs beat me 2-1 in the last match, and Autographs is one of the best decks in the game. Let me show you. he didn't bother updoing his energizing his cards, but he did bother energizing his Ultimate Warrior, who somehow lost, I'm imagining because of the Blasi, and actually no, because whatever. Simple point is that yeah, he's got a pretty awesome deck, and I managed to 3-0 him. This is a King of the Ring that is full of some of the best card players in the game. We have Monty, Double D, Postal 17 doesn't have the best deck. I think he's just been lucky, especially with me. Both games that he's played against me have been when I've been asleep. Autographs, Flex Valentino, why he's 7th, I'm guessing he's just been asleep. But some of the people who are actually under and not able to get up here are actually really, really good players. Don't want to talk to that person. Actually really, really, really awesome players. They're just not in the same league as some of the people up here in terms of the cards they've got. So yeah, this is going to be interesting. Hopefully autographs, Flex doesn't drop out, but I don't think it's going to happen. There is a big gap between the two 7th and 9th places starting to emerge. And hopefully we can all get in and have an amazing time in the semis and the final, and I'll be able to come back to you tomorrow with an update on who won and what not. It is going to finish incredibly late though. There's been 2 maintenances since this King of the Ring started, which lasted around about an hour to 2 hours and 45 minutes, and we started this King of the Ring late anyway. I will be starting the brackets when I go to sleep, so it's more likely I'm going to probably get semi-bumped. And if I don't get something bumped, I'll get beaten in the final by someone who's way, way too keen. But yeah, simple as this. It's a tough King of the Ring, and it's going to get even tougher as things go on, especially with Monty, Double D, and Flex's decks at the moment. That's going to be it for this video. I'm going to leave it really short there. Obviously, what today will be coming later on. I'll be recording it pretty much straight after this video. And hope you have a great day, and I will speak to you soon. Zaleef!